Welcome back to a new video. So continue on from the last video, I've just been working my bonnet here, blocking it right back, and so I've just finished this off with 400 grit on the block and then hand sanded it with 600. So yeah, it's all blocked down, nice defined lines now on both sides. I'll just come around the other side of the machine there, same on this side. So those look pretty darn good. So yeah, next I'll be getting into my sunroof and fitting that into my car. Then we look at getting that home and getting it out of the shop so we can get the more progress done at home assembling. I'm about to prep up my area to put my sunroof panel up. So I've cleaned out the car, nice and clean now, and brought my panel over here and put all this mastic sealer around. Just push it around so it's quite skinny but tall, and then it will squish up against the roof to seal. Same stuff as what I've used in between this panel that goes around the inside. So yeah, and just doubled up where it joined at the back there. But yeah, basically pretty simple. And then we're going to put it up here and then crank it up on these studs that come down and put the rest of the bolts in around. Rightio, all the old mechanism is all in here, all bolted up, all these brackets through here, and I don't know if you can see in there, but it's quite nicely sealed around the edge, all the way around. Can't quite see up in that piece, but you can see it's all squished up, so pretty squished, about half of what it was sticking up on when I was sitting on the trestle. And it's got to connect up all these drains, but first I'm going to blow them out, make sure they're all free, nothing, no debris stuck in there. So car's finally home, back in the shed, right smack bang in the middle. So made it home safely on the tow truck, and today I've actually had a day's work on it. Just been wiping and cleaning out all these areas on the flooring, so I can put this dynamat in. So just to make it a bit quieter, because it's just going to be a bit of a cruising car, and then more so than a drifting car or motorsports. So yeah, I'm going to put on these dollies so that I can move around in the shed and push it right over by the kayaks when I'm not using it, and try and get my other car in here. But squished for room with all these car parts everywhere from this car, so that's the plan. So yeah, I'm gonna put all this dynamat in here, some in the boot, and make it pretty quiet. Might put a piece in the panels there just to make it so it doesn't echo so much when you tap it. Well, if you that doesn't make that noise. And I also have brand new carpet turning up for this. It's coming from Australia, so that'll be exciting too. It's going to look pretty fresh once it's all done. Also got actual AE85 wiring loom to go in, so I'll be pulling this dash apart possibly, or some of the bits in there, and swapping the loom in. And I've got the matching engine loom to go with it too, so that way I can tidy up all the wiring in here, and I won't have all this garbage sort of wiring all over the place, and the proper alternator wiring over there, as opposed to being part of this loom. And I'll have the proper sensors plugs for in here, and there's another one that's missing down there. So yeah, a lot to happen, but you still got lots to do at work. Prep all the panels up with the bonnet, sunroof, and tailgate, boot, and obviously the bumpers and pop-up lights. So yeah, it's all coming together nicely. Now I can work on both, work on it at home and work it out at work. Progress on the car now. So I haven't really been videoing any of this, but just started doing some of the Duramat in the back here. Just this piece here. Nothing much more than that. Been going around all these areas of cavity wax, put these little pieces in, some sealer. So they're basically just these things with a bit of sealer. You can buy them with little seals on there, but I'm deciding to actually seal them properly. Clean these up and put sealer behind them too. Just a windscreen mastic sealer, so it doesn't, so you can always pull them off and wipe the stuff off. So I've also been doing all the texture spray up inside the arches, so they're all looking pretty nice. Pulled out the petrol tank spout piece that goes up to the fuel flap, so I can get right up in there. And I've been doing up underneath here as well. So just these outer areas, which I ground back. It's all a nice finish on each side. I haven't bothered about doing in the centre. I'm just got to rub off all the overspray that's in the drive shaft, but you know, it's looking nice. So it's like that on both sides. Also put these things in, like on the back, just ready to screw in those vents for when they go in, and put cavity wax all in these little crevices, even up in all these bits, just so that when the seals go on, that it's all sealed up. I've actually run it all through here with the cavity wax. Also clean up these numplate lights so they're all nice and shiny. Just give them a bit of a buff up. And around here, and this is the other wheel arch, so it's all quite nice, nicely textured. And been trying to get around the edges there so that it's all protected. Once again on this side, it's all nicely textured all the way right through to the front there, just on the outer piece. I'm not going to bother about the centre until I pull the gearbox out. On the front here, I've just cleaned up all these plastic little inserts, put the wiper unit in, lubed them all up, put brand new bolts in there, so it's looking nice and clean. Put my vents in now. It's nice and sealed up all around the edge there, and gave a bit of a clean, so that looks nice and fresh in there. Also bolted on these things here. Got the seal that's oozed out, but I'll just pick that out because it's actually a soft mastic one. Same with this one. So I'm just gonna wipe that out, and I've repainted all these, blast them back to bare metal, so they're all fresh. Put them plate on there just to break up the rear panel. Tonight I'm planning to do some rust proofing, so I bought these in the week from Worth. Not too badly priced actually. This is $35 or $36 for the 1 litre, and this spray one is $33. It's all plus GST and tax. So this big one goes inside here, and this wand will actually go up inside my sills. So I'll put it through these little bungholes and just put it in there and just pull it all the way through right to the front and fill up everything with wax. And this one here, I'll be literally spraying everywhere. As you can see, I dropped a bit of wax on here. I'll be spraying it up all in these joins and everywhere, every seam that I can get it in. Already sprayed into these just to give it a protective barrier. And then once all those are in, I can carry on putting panels and whatnot on. I'm also going to flood out all inside the guard here, so it doesn't rust out behind that little bracket that's in there. So that's the plan. Continuing on with this Duramat, so I've just gone down this side here, just in the main footwell areas. And I've got to make a little piece for that corner there, and I'm just going to make way down this side. Just kind of spread out my 9 sheets that I got with the pack evenly. We're finished now with this Duramat and the main body piece, apart from all the crap that's still in here. So just pulled out my new carpets that I got from Knox Auto Carpets in Australia. So I just chucked this in and it looks pretty good. Obviously got to cut pieces out for the handbrake and gear shifter and everything else, and no, it's looking pretty good. So this is the back piece and this is the front piece. So I've also replaced this boot and fuel flap release lever. Could have just got new stickers really, but seen these online, so I bought one from Tinkering On Toyotas in Australia. Nice piece of equipment. Will just make the difference once all the carpet's in there, look all nice and clean. Just finished doing all the underlay and getting it cut to shape on all this stuff. So basically just cut out my handbrake piece in this carpet. Now I'm just undo these holes for the seats, and now I'm going to do another one in the centre for there for the rear seat. Same on the other side, but so far so good. Looking forward to it settling up. It's coming along nicely. So I've just been trying to get this front piece sitting correctly, cutting out holes for these things and getting that little footrest cut nicely. So I just got to do a couple more holes for the seat, and the same for the other side. But yeah, no, it's certainly changing the look of this car. This is the other side. So the side's probably better than obviously the driver's side because there's nothing to go around. This will go up underneath over the tunnel like I did from factory once I'm done. But yeah, we're just trimming the sides down here as well. Just got to do that side a bit more. Yeah, lots of cutting, pulling out, cutting, pulling out. And then once all this is done, I'm going to pull it right out and then stick on the underlay which I've got underneath onto the carpet like it is from factory, instead of sticking it to the floor. Pulled out a few rubbers today, so these, I've got two of these, two brand new rubbers which go around this trim here, down the bottom there, and I've got a new one for in here too, which come with the windscreen trim set. But I may not put those in yet because I have to actually release this to get this front scuttle panel through the front of the windscreen, which I still got to fix up. But yeah, I'm going to put these on there just to finish it off. Might leave these rubbers off until I'm finished with the interior. Carpet is out now, just putting on the underlay, sprayed it all with the adhesive glue, so that's all going off. But while that's going off, just pulled out these bungs, brand new bungs for the floor. They're quite cheap, so I just put a whole bunch of them. Same with under the sill here, I don't know if you can see it, but I'll put brand new bungs in the sill. Once again, they're quite cheap. They're all off the Amiyama website. So I'll be sticking these in before all the carpet goes in. I need to tidy up all this wiring and all this chop stuff. I don't even know what these go to. There's some more chop stuff there too. And some random sort of wires. But I'll need to figure those out before I put all the carpet in for good and figure out what's happening all up there. So that's another big mess for another day, but just focusing on this floor at the moment. Brand new corner lights here, all just pulled out of the box. So about to install these. Got these little special little clips in here. Just look like this. These are from carclips.co.nz. So if you're from New Zealand, you can buy these. They're like $11 for a bag, I think it is. And that's going to look pretty awesome. Pretty clean. Bonnet's all set up for paint, so it's got a wet on wet primer at the moment. So this has a 48-hour window of when you can spray it. So this is just settling off, and then I'll get a quick hand sand over it, and then sprayed white. So that's all looking good. So it seals off any wax or anything that might pox out. Sometimes you spray base coat on and all goes all these funny dots. So that's just to seal it over. And same with my mouldings here, got them all set out in a box, so I can take them home like this and not to worry about bending them because they're quite soft and floppy. All painted white now, looking pretty good. Nice finish on those. Bonnet's also looking pretty wicked. Nice finish. Other side's looking real nice too, like really good. Not even one bit of wax or anything from the paint reacting with any of the oils that have been in there over the years. So yeah, this is all looking literally brand new. So super stoked with this, and all my repair patch underneath looks really good. Started my trim that goes into my two tail lights, so it has a little Twitter word that's written in there. So I'm actually just redoing it. I've buffed all this plastic up, but in between the letters with the O's you got black painted bits from factory, so I've had to repaint them, and I'm going to repaint all the white, or attempt to anyway. It's pretty tricky, the fine line mask all around it all. So I'm going to let this sit just up with the black on my car for a couple hours, and then I'm going to mask to these little spots with fine line and cut around it and spray the rest white and then clear over all of it. This is the trim with the masking pulled off, so you can see it's just pretty simple, fine line tape all the way around everything, and anything that goes over the edge possibly, like around the O's there, I might just scratch off, because it'll be easy enough to do that. Yeah, pretty tricky to cut around all that. Just finished spraying all the base coat of this. It's just drying off at the moment, so I'm about to pull off these middles of the O so it's black, and then clear it all. Yeah, it's come out good so far. We'll see what happens when the masking gets pulled off. New tail lights are in, so just bolt these in. I haven't quite finished bolting in this tail light here because I need some more nuts, but looking really nice, real clean. Real nice gaps and lines, nice and crisp. Pulled out my new tailgate seal. So this is genuine Toyota seal. Obviously when you buy them they don't need to know the part number. So this is going to go up and around here. Installed now, so yeah, that looks smart. It's going to be a nice good seal around that. Before there's a little gap in here in the corner, just where the seal was a bit flat, but nice clean, good seal around there. And the joint always goes at the bottom where the catch is. Starting out on the inside of my tailgate now, so as you can see there's quite a bit of red showing through. I've been blowing it with the air gun and all big chunks are coming off. I'm literally going to have to try and strip off as much white as I can, or at least around this area where it may not have been sanded properly. And yeah, just go around the whole thing. The outside's been done already, but there's some more little chunks and bubbles, just where it's been prepped properly from whoever painted it from red to white. I'm just going to sand it back. Coming along nicely now, so stripped out all this, pretty much all this white paint through here and around that edge. It's weird, like this is real bound on, but this stuff's like just flaky as it scrapes off. Another night now, so still been scraping on this. Actually just been scraping through all this area. It's actually come out pretty good just with the old screwdriver tonight. So it's been about 2 hours just removing white paint. I haven't even sanded it, it's just been yeah, scraped. So yeah, I wasn't going to do the inside of this, but I've gone this far. I'm just going to do the whole lot. And then here we go, just finished sanding up this tailgate. This has taken such a long time. I estimate it's probably taken about, I don't know, 8 hours just to strip this back, just the original red paint, get the white stuff off. But it'd be well worth it for what I'm doing for this car. No, it's looking pretty good. Just stripped out a few areas in here where there's a bit of surface rust around the holes, and just a bit where the gas strap was. Overall looking really good. So it's got to block down the outside now, and then this part will be ready for paint. So it's all ready pretty much for paint now. A few little rub throughs, but nothing too major. Tailgate and the sunroof and the bits are all painted now, so this is looking really good. Nice to see it all in one colour again. But yeah, really stoked of how this has come out. All painted there, all painted underneath, all Montez. So this rack actually pivots so you can move it while he's painting. And sunroofs here are looking the same as the tailgate. And the light covers. So you just hung these, and he's got a wire here which he's been holding to keep it from spinning around. Paint it inside and out. It's done a working job. painted up a couple of little hinges last night. So these for my tailgate, it's very little. Just painted these with 2K paint actually instead of the base coat clear coat, since they're little, and yeah, easy to do. And I've actually re-blasted these headlight mechanisms because they actually went quite yellow from that rust neutralizer. So I blasted them back to metal again and resprayed these at 2K as well, 2K white, 0 for 1 code. So yeah, it was a bit tricky getting in all the gaps and crevices, but she's all looking pretty good now. So that's that.